Hi guys, welcome back. It's the Pendulum here. I just wanted to point out how on the daily challenges you can actually stack these to where well, I have 0.3 gold per challenge completed. Got my streak back up. So here arrowheads sometimes require a shovel to dig up. And then arrowheads are collectibles that sometimes can be found with a metal detector, and sometimes they can be collectibles that need to be found with a shovel. So when you when you find 3 of these, you might end up finding it with a shovel, and therefore finding it with a metal detector. So once you get 3, I'll get 0.3 gold here, 0.3 gold here, and 0.3 gold here. Perhaps maybe all in the same just single effort of trying to just get the arrowheads found. It can make these ones trigger as well. So that's always good. Now when it comes to bounty targets and looting, trying to stack some wins here. For one, so imagine let's say for example, you try to just go after today's 3 bounty targets looted. You knock them on the ground or they're dead, and you loot them. You press the triangle and you loot 3 of them. Well, what if one of the hard bounties, you select one bounty, by completing it, it's one of those ones that has a multiple of say 3 people or 4 people or even 6 people. What I would do is I would just, kill 3 of them, try to get them all, of course, but like kill 3 of them, try to secure as many alive as you can to maximize your gold and cash payout. But by completing one hard bounty with multiple bounties and targets in one event, you could end up looting all 3 targets or more. And when you collect them, you collect them, you drop them off. So even here you can stack another, in this case for me, 0.9 gold. If you have no streak, it'll be 0.6 gold when you add them up. And then my moonshine's actually completed now, so so that's kind of cool. I like how the challenges are starting to kind of be stackable. That way, I know what they're doing. They're trying to figure out how can we get people to play the game more often, and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's try to stack some wins here. Let's do a. So basically, that's the end of the video. But let's see. Let's go see how the bounty board looks. What was that? Still making goods deliveries required. All right. Tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. How to stack some wins. This thing would take a while, but what you do to stack these wins is 0. All right, so 2 times goods are sold to a distant buyer. That's like, that takes way too long, But then again, you're getting 0.3 gold, and it takes about the same amount of time to complete a long story mission, regardless, right? So in the end, it's worth it. 2 goods sold to a local buyer. This is definitely worth your time right here. So I'll show you what that's all about. Okay. We're not going to risk a long delivery, because you can be griefed. Local delivery, tip and trick. You obviously know this. You cannot be griefed on a local delivery. And
lined up not too far from here, so all you have to do is head over and make the sale. I just keep surprising myself. And to think my pa said I'd be a drunken hobo my whole life.
ooh, I might be getting my own lobby. This is great. Let's see. Yes. awesome. This is wonderful. Lovely tip and trick is if you're trying to get animals, you might want to just do a sell mission, even if you have like $8 worth of goods to deliver. This way you can get yourself locked into a session all by yourself, in which case you're going to see tons of animals popping up that you can put in your hunting wagon, and that'll make look at those animals right there. Look at all those. There's a time limit. Darn it. 2-star. But basically there's a little something. Wow, tons of animals. I wish the goods delivery did not have a time limit. I would be hunting animals for at least 15 minutes. Skinning, dumping the best carcasses in the hunting wagon, and then dismissing the hunting wagon once it's full, and then just skinning for tons of carcasses and putting all the pelts stacked on the back of the horse. Oh, that's what I would do if there was no time limit, or at least a reasonable time limit on delivering goods. I believe for a distant delivery, the clock doesn't start right away. I might be wrong. I think I'm wrong there. I think you get like 18 minutes or 22 minutes or something like that. Or like I said, maybe there's no clock until you get part of the way there. I forget. Because it's a lot of effort. Like, don't be that person that's like, oh man, you know, screw everyone, I'm gonna try to go for that distant for the extra $125. Yeah, well, here's the thing. You're pretty much gonna lose out. You're gonna run out of time trying to fight and inch your way. Like, as soon as one fight starts, you're just gonna be trading kills back and forth until someone gives up. Because, yeah. Ooh. Hello? Not that one. Jeez. I don't know what this game is doing by aiming over there. Oh. Alright. So we'll get this one. Ooh! More is coming! In the face. Alright, let's get a little faster here, shall we? Thank you. Gunfight. Come on, Leonard. In the head. So I just jump. Boom. Take that. Hello. There. Curly. My health core where it's at. There's a... yeah. Oh, did he just trip and fall to his death? He basically tripped and fell and pierced his brain on a rock. That's nice. So, little tip and trick right here. Ooh, arrowheads found. Okay, that's gonna... It's not gonna interfere. If I still look for the other stack of challenges that I'm trying to hit, that'll be fine. We'll just still try to find 3 arrowheads. It's just going to interfere with trying to stack the number of collectibles found with the shovel and number of collectibles found with the metal detector. I'll just still try to find 3 more arrowheads. That way we'll get 3 daily challenge triggers. And therefore, you know, get, you know, triple the reward off of the single same effort of the challenge. Okay, they already... See, I hate that. That's why I didn't deliver the goods yet. Those dead bodies disappear really fast when you kill them. Yeah, so there's that. And now we have $500 in our pockets. Ooh, slow down. It's cliffside. Alright, whoever came on to watch, they jumped pretty much right away, right off. It's not cool. How dare you. How dare you. Okay, so now, oh, 2 of 2 goods sold to local buyer? Alright, I guess, oh, good, I'm glad it's not separate deliveries. That's even better. Oof. There was one time it was like separate deliveries required, and it was the same language used. Really? Alright. Well, you know. Okay. There's a squirrel running down the track. Hey, buddy. Let's see how many of you I can fit in a bag. Now, another tip and trick is sometimes there's a challenge where if you either sell or donate 20 carcasses in 10 minutes, then you get the challenge. Well, I never have 20 carcasses. Like, that's a lot of carcasses. Like, man, like from scratch in 10 minutes, like that's it's pretty crazy. So really now all we got to do apparently to make the distant buyer challenge is to have at least 2 actual goods delivered to a far place to make that challenge. Let's double check. I mean, you saw my delivery. It was 100 goods, and so it automatically got the reward. Sometimes there's a challenge of a $200, basically collect $200 from the trader roll. Well, that full mission right there, that full wagon of goods, clearly will trigger the same reward. It's probably a bad idea to go this way. Could be a steep drop off, but luckily there's not. Let's get back on this road. It's like Bob's road. Who this? Who this? Who that? I have maximum dishonor, fool. I ain't afraid to use it. Ain't afraid to use it. Boom, boom! Told you. I told you! Oh, crap. Can't have a witness. Can I get a witness? Nope. Can't have you either. I can't have witnesses. Ooh, Starman. Ooh. Not worth looting that guy. It's gonna have like 7 cents on him. Unless they're like, ooh, 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 ooh. Hello, hi. No. Alright, so I'm going back to the camp. Might as well get some materials. Alright, 1 star, and I'm this far away from the other carcasses. Tip and trick here is to just skin. If you kill several animals in your first visit to one of the carcasses is a 1-star animal, go ahead and just skin it so that you don't miss out on carcasses just kind of, you know, decaying away right away. So that one's still dying. And when they're still dying, guess what? You can point a gun at them. Yes. Oh. And if it was still dying, then it would have shown how many stars they are. But now, since they're dead, I have to actually like, walk up to the carcass and see how many stars it is. Pointing a gun at it, it'll show you while it's still alive. Bighorn ram. Okay, I already got one on those on the back of the horse. Time to skin it. Okay. Alright. Horse. Horses. Okay. A sheep. Definitely not going to be more materials than a 2-star ram. So, now if it was a 3-star carcass, that would have been replacing the one on the back of the horse. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, but you'd be surprised how many people don't. After all, one of the most popular searches on YouTube for any game is the game name and tips and tricks. So because of that, I am now being a lot more elaborating on things. Okay, so the best route is this way. Holy crap, look at all that. What was that sound? Oh, it's the stranger.
When are you gonna help me? Huh? When are you gonna help me off this thing? I keep seeing them. Upstairs, running behind my eyes, waiting for me, but nothing I do. Once I caught a bat in my hand and punched its head out with a bullet I fashioned from my mother. I just keep on. You and me keep meeting each other forever. Forever at this fire until I've been traveling 1,000 hours and 1,000 years and it'll never stop until you stop. I'm hungered. I want meat. Nice, cooked meat.
Sounds good.
I wonder. You must just want to be rid of me.
Yep.
Giving me precious, reflex sustenance. You don't love me. Or hate. Or both.
Could be. It's a lot of materials. Oop. That's the freshest kill. The oldest kills are back here. Let's see how many of these I can grab. Okay, by seeing it on the map, I kind of lock it in place. Fortunately, I didn't get any like 2-star or 3-star pelts, but each of these might deliver about 5 pieces of prime joint. 3 times because it's a 1-star. Okay. Yeah. We'll see how many of these pelts live on the map while I'm dropping off materials at the camp. Okay. See, when you're in a session all by yourself, look at all those animals that just popped up right by the camp. In the Heartlands, Kansas. Ah, we ain't in Kansas anymore. I still don't know why those story missions were not offered. Why I couldn't accept them when it popped up a gray button to accept. Actually, I think I went this way. Then it ran off to the right. Look at this. Oh. I can't stand coyotes, but that bison is definitely the thing that I killed. Whoop. That gave me a new one. 3 stars. Jeez, look at all that. Let's maintain the visual.
Damn late out here. Who is that?
Angus ox, 2 stars. Alright, let's get rid of this thing. Alright, so whenever you have a session all by yourself, and this happens, Go up to this thing. You flee it. Press left. Press up. Go to stables. Go to vehicles. Owned vehicles. Not bounty wagon. Hunting wagon. Alright, let's see what we got. I got a 2-star deer. Alright. You can only hold like 5 large carcasses in here, so let's go ahead and while you're running, go ahead and press square. Does a much faster drop. That's 2 stars. Another 2-star deer. Yeah, I'm guessing my shot on the 3-star deer, it missed a little bit and dropped it down to a 2-star. Oof, 1 star. Not even gonna worry about skinning it or anything first. I want to get the carcasses all together. Let's see what our count is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And this is how you can end up spending hours because you're trying to, it's like, oh, on the way to looking at arrowheads, I'm gonna, grab these animals, and then it's like, it takes a while. Alright, so 2-star, 2-star. We got 1-star, a 2-star, 2-star. So we only have the one 1-star so far. And obviously I took 2 shots on this one, so it's not even going to be a 3-star by any means. Could be a 1-star. Yep. Too many carcasses. I'm not even going to bother slow running this right now. I know how many is back at the wagon. So I'd rather run faster with a pelt than walk slowly all that way with a 1-star carcass. That's just that we're not even going to have room for. So normally, in a normal session, like, there are 0 animals. So now, like, this is really nice. Alright, here we go. So, 2-star deer has 1. And because I forget which has more materials worth, let's grab the ram next. Then we'll see at camp when we drop off carcasses. I mean, I would imagine the ram has more materials than the deer does when they're both at 2 stars. Or the same level. Okay, 2. That's a 2-star. It's 3. And that's 4. I've never filled up the hunting wagon this fast before with large carcasses. It's the way it's supposed to be in this game. Any room for this? Sure thing. Alright, let's go empty it out. Oh, we got another one down here. Ah, yes. Cow pelts. Yep, 5 carcasses. You can't store a large pelt. So if you really wanted to safeguard like this pelt, what you'd do next is you'd press left, go up to stables, you have to go to vehicles, you have to go to own vehicles, you have to go to hunting wagon like it already is, press square for dismiss, it disappears, and then remember that you took the carcass off the back of your horse, so that now you can put this on the back of your horse. This way you don't feel like you've wasted a bullet, wasted your time, which really in the end, you didn't... There you go, still. Because if you saw, we still got a horn out of it, then we got five big old slices of prime beef joint. Trying to see if this horse stays unafraid of snakes and wild animals. Oh, it doesn't even like the dead one. Alright. And yet none are badgers. Trail, raccoon. So off in the distance, that thing hears a gunshot. Full carcass, that's worth replacing this thing. So let's skin this for the feathers. Two-star raccoon, it's meh. Let's keep the pelts. It's a medium-sized animal, so we'll skin it and be able to just store the small size pelt. And that can be saved up for a turn in just 20 items. Just 20 donations in general to the camp, and that'll get gold. Now I highly doubt that this, nope, that killed it. It's a fox. Headshot to the fox. There goes the jackrabbits. Man, there's so many animals out. Not much room. I do want to see how many materials the good 2-star ox pelt is. I forgot how much they are. Probably like 1 point something. In which case that makes it pretty insignificant. So at least this medium-sized pelt. Can be added up. What do we got? Ooh, a 2-star buck. Now that's definitely worth. Alright. Camp's pretty close by. Just for my own sake of curiosity, that pelt's not going to do much for us, but I do want to see, just for my own memory, how many materials we get for a 2-star ox. I don't anticipate it being anywhere close to being what you get for a bison. Which is like 6.95. That's 3 stars. Oof, our cores are pretty drained. Okay.
We're ready to go.
Alright, so the good ram hide. We can't save that to the next game, the next session. So we have to donate those when you can. 1.1 hide.
I suppose this will do.
Yeah, I knew it. 1.35 for a good ox hide. Not perfect possum. Look at that, 2.5. Definitely worth it.
Thank you.
1.35 for a good fox. All right. Now let's grab that buck. And then you put it on the horse, and then it can be donated.
Going to be out of supplies before
Look at
too
that,
long.
6.0 for a 2-star buck. Now for a perfect 3-star buck, that's when you get like 15 or something crazy.
That's top notch.
It's pretty insane. Alright, so for distant goods, look, we can totally get a distant goods thing and get 0.3 gold for it. So it's going to take some time, but it's the same amount of time as you'd get for any sort of long mission. So you're not. So if we get griefed, joke's on them. They're not going to get 3 goods worth anyway. So that's my tip and trick about daily challenges for distant goods. Thieves Landing, where are we going? Whew, yeah, that's pretty far. 25 minute, okay, so the 25-minute counter has already started. tip and trick is use a cinematic for just autopilot. Get a drink. Do it that way up until you get like into the like, crazy turns and stuff. Which they go pretty slow. So now's the best time to do a cinematic. Get yourself on course and then just let it steer itself. So now I'm just holding X or tapping X and just kind of hold my controller down. So there's a slow turn. That's just way too slow. Alright, it's 25 minutes to start with. Let's see how long it takes to get from that part of Heartlands to... Let's run this over. To Thieves Landing, way south of Blackwater. Alright, rival traders can now steal the goods. Look at all these animals that are out. Oh my gosh. It's killing me. Now you can always kill them from the wagon just for XP. You get 10 XP a kill for the larger animals. Ah, I forgot to get my cores topped off, so it's going to be very easy for someone to kill me. I did not get my cores topped off at the stew thing. Yeah, that would have been a... I'm guessing that was a wounded coyote or something. That would have produced an arrowhead. Most likely. That thing running across the street back there. With a very obvious wound across its side. Yeah. Now, here's a really good tip and trick, is that, well, it would help if you had one more person. Actually, no. I believe if you have 2 goods to deliver, it'll still all be wrapped up in one, thing of, like, roped together goods. In which case, you could destroy your wagon, like run it off a cliff, and then just pick up the goods and be able to call your horse, throw that on the back of your horse, and ride to your destination much, much faster. And that's a good way of preventing, roofers. Okay, got the kill. And I still got to turn in all the materials, all the carcasses from the hunting wagon too. So once we get back from this, we're going to fast travel to camp, call the hunting wagon, empty it, dismiss it, call the horse again. Good move. Wow, one shot, one kill on several coyotes in a row. They're usually very slippery. I imagine my ability cards are really helping out with the damage and accuracy, especially while on horseback perhaps. We'll take a look at those once we deliver this. That's usually not been the case. It's one shot, one kill while moving on a coyote. Like, they're usually very slippery. So that's how you do that. That one will eventually bleed out, and then it'll, you know, be more XP. .5 points of XP right there. Alright, we're getting close to Thieves Landing. It's about 10 minutes. It's about as long as you'd spend on a bounty. On a $2 or $3 bounty. Story mission. Oh good, no gunfight. Good. See if we got the gold for it. Nice. Yep, that did it. Nice. Deadeye ability card upgrade. Perfect. That's exactly what I was going to look at anyway. Alright. So while Deadeye is active, you and your team members deal a little more damage. Okay. If more than one member of your team has this ability active, the effects do not stack. Okay. Yeah. I'd like to upgrade that. Spend a little coin. Get that worked up. Okay. And then this one, slippery bastard, due for an upgrade. It's good to know. Winning streak is due for an upgrade. Its last upgrade, I think. Each consecutive shot on the same target does more damage than the last. I would like to get that one at level 3. And yep, that's due for an upgrade. So to get the last 2 upgrades possible that are ready, it's going to cost $1,000. Not going to get that anytime soon unless I sell every collectible I got to the collector. So therefore, it's a good time as any to start not pursuing bounty type stuff, but collector type stuff. Arrowheads. It takes a long time to even get 2 resupply missions done. So, I mean, there's a fence right here. Go to the fence to sell off any of your, you know, gold tooth, platinum watch collectibles. There we go. $2.25, $1. 6 times $1.25. Every little bit helps. Alright, where's the nearest? Alright, the nearest fast travel post is here. We're over here at McFarland's Ranch, where the railroad tracks and the road meets. Yep, man's need a post. Alright, this is the closest fast travel. But now, let's dig into our collector maps. Go to Documents, Collector's Maps. And yes, I already did buy them all. They don't just come that way. Alright, let's go find some arrowheads and stack our wins. Stack our challenges. Just making sure I don't go the farthest way around. Okay. Stamina's getting low. Two-star. Two-star. One star. Get some birds. Perfect. Okay. Alright, not gonna pluck that one yet, because we got 3 birds down. And the first one I approached is a 2-star. If it was a 1-star, I would have plucked it right then and there because... Yep. Okay. The next one could also be a 2-star, so I'm gonna stow this one. If it's a 1-star, I'll pluck it. If it's a 3-star, I'll just simply trade it out. Another 2-star raven. I'll pluck that one too. Okay, and then... Ugh. Jeez, my honor level's increasing drastically. Why? So hunting will bring up your honor level. That's just nuts. For being resourceful. Man, you have such great honor. You're resourceful. I don't have great honor. I just killed 5 freaking animals and I just... You know... skinned 2 of them and plucked 2 birds and just threw away the carcass. Like... That's pretty dishonorable. Tell you what. Alright, we got a 2-star doe. We'll put that on the back. That's nuts. Alright, scan it. For venison, though. What the heck is... Wait, what? Oh, I killed a little songbird. That'll count for a little carcass stored up. Oh, songbird that sings. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some laundry out of the dryer. Alright, I'm gonna mute this.